welcome back. This is a single elimination vintage cube draft, and we've got a pretty doozy of a pack. We've got Minskamboo, Oko, and Reanimate alongside Barrel Gwaif. It's between those four cards to me, and man, I actually don't know what to take. So this format is basically you win, you advance to the next round. You win that round, you advance to the finals. You lose, you're out. I like the competitive format. It kind of forces you to buckle down and draft a winning deck. That being said, it's between Minskamboo and Reanimate for me, and Reanimate's probably the better pick, but I'm in love with Minskamboo, so that's going to be my pick. Followed by Birds of Paradise. It'd be really cool if that Barrel Gwaif, or let's be honest, Reanimate's not going to wheel, but and Oko's not going to wheel, but we're off to a good start here. Mind Twist, Carnosaur, Jite, all fantastic. Carnosaur shines the most in a Reanimator build, where you can pitch him early and then get him back. I think I'm inclined to take Carnosaur, actually. As much as I love Mind Twist. Mind Twist is pretty broken, though, especially if you get any fast mana. I guess I will take Mind Twist. It's like a very unfun card, but holy cow, is it good. I much prefer the original artwork, but this is some cool artwork for this version of Mind Twist. Oh, okay, now we're talking. Recurring Nightmare, Exhume, Gut, Badlands. Alright. I don't know what to take again. Gut is fantastic. If I take Gut, I don't expect to see Recurring Nightmare or Exhume. If I'd taken the Carnosaur, I'd be more inclined to take Exhume or Recurring Nightmare, but I think I'm just going to take Gut. It's such a powerful card. So far we passed Reanimate, Exhume, and Recurring Nightmare. Interesting. Faithless Looting, Ren 6, and 6. All three of those cards are great. If you've got fetch lands, Ren 6 is just fantastic. I do like how 6 can fuel your graveyard for like a Reanimator strategy, and Faithless Looting is always MVP for that strategy. I think I'm going to take Ren and 6 and hope to get some fetch lands, and it's just such a reliable card. Okay, this is a little bit tough of a pack. I'm probably going to take him to Torak, but I hate passing Narset. Such a good card. Also, this single elimination format, hate drafting is a thing because you're playing within pod. So this is our pod, by the way. So we are going to be playing against Special K round 1. But it's kind of interesting in that you can kind of speculate on what your opponent's going to be running based on what was opened. I'm going to take him to Torak. I'd love this Overgrown Tomb, but there's a chance it might wheel. We'll see. Okay. Some great creatures here alongside Galvanic Discharge. Maybe Galvanic Discharge should be the pick. I love Grave Titan, Cobra, Preacher, and this Unstoppable Slasher is pretty good. Outland Liberator is a good utility creature, but I think I'm going to go ahead and take Galvanic Discharge. Oh, interesting. Fire Covenant and Dark Confidant. I'm taking Fire Covenant. I'm kind of liking how this draft is starting. We're in a Jund good stuff, I guess I'm going to call it. Barrowglyph Wield. Great. I'm taking it. Bone Crusher Giant and Valky. Oof. Surprised to see this Retrofitter Foundry still in the pack. That's very, very good card. I think I'm going to take Bone Crusher Giant over the Nissa and the Valky. Although Valky is amazing if you can play the flip side. Okay, Carnosaur. The Pyromancer, I could see maybe taking that over the Carnosaur, but I love Trumpeting Carnosaur. The Discover ability is just great. Commercial District versus Badlands. That's kind of a tough one. I'm going to go with the Badlands, I think. So it kind of sucks that a lot of the best Reanimator cards we've already passed in pack 1. And we're not really setting ourselves up to be a Reanimator deck, but yeah, I'm going to take Galvanic Blast, I think. Just having another like shock effect is kind of nice. And I'll take the Kavu over the Rabble Master. Preacher, okay. Might run Preacher. Okay, there's a Soul Ring. It's in the same pack as Nadu and Skull Clamp. What a pack. I mean, Soul Ring is a gift. That's you can't ask to open for much better than Soul Ring. Every deck would love to have a Soul Ring in it, but man, some beautiful cards in this pack. Fractured Identity is kind of one of my pet cards, but I don't think I'm going to run it. Snuff Out's really good, so is Unholy Heat. I'm expecting Titiana to probably wheel. I guess Snuff Out's probably edges out Unholy Heat. I'll take Snuff Out in this pack. I don't mind the white of the Reliquary either, if that guy happens to wheel, or the Needlehead. Okay, there's our first fetch land. That's great. We'll take the Verdant Catacombs. I really hope Sylvan Caryatid manages to wheel out of this pack. Passing Force of Will. Never feels good. And Satya. This card is... I've learned to really respect that card. And it's Christmas Day. Hope you all have had a very wonderful Merry Christmas. It's been nice to have a couple days off from work, even though I work nights, so my body is in retaliation to being up at strange normal people hours. Okay, I love the Surveil Land. That's in our colors. I love Flame Slash. Oliphant's pretty good too. Channel is interesting. This isn't going to be a channel deck, but it's a card I first pick a lot if I open it. Kind of build around. Concealing Curtains and Goblin Bombardment would both be kind of interesting in this deck too. But I think, man, I think it's going to be... I like these 1-mana creature kill effects. I don't know if I'm going to need the Surveil Land so much right now. I'm going to go ahead and take Flame Slash. There's a Bayou and a Burst Lightning. I like the Halfling too. For some added mana acceleration, get Minskambu out a little ahead of schedule. Alright, I'm going to take Bayou, and I'm hoping that like Virtue of Persistence, Wheels, or Halfling, or Burst Lightning. If we see any of those three, it'll be a welcome sight. Virtue of Persistence is graveyard animation technically, but at 7 mana, it's not really where you want to be. Corpse Dance, Overlord, Malevolent Rumble. Interesting pack. I'm trying to remember what I took over the Recurring Nightmare. It's sad I can't remember. Oh, I think it was Gut. That's what I took. I don't... Gut's really strong. Could take just Copperline Gorge. Make our mana a little stronger. I think I will. Even though I love Pyrokinesis and Malevolent Rumble. Okay. Continue to make our mana a little stronger. And there's also Fatal Push. I think there's a good chance that Blackcleave Cliffs will wheel. I'm just going to take Fatal Push here. Oof. Love to see this Ignoble Hierarch. I like the Toxic Deluge. I wouldn't mind having that in the deck, but Ignoble Hierarch is perfect. It's exactly our colors. Wow, this is a good pack too. I love Arena of Glory and the Overlord. How good is Arena of Glory in our deck? I guess we can play the Carnosaur ahead of schedule, or Barrowgoyf. I don't know. Arena of Glory isn't super good, but I think I'm going to take it anyway. Okay, there's Unholy Heat and White of the Reliquary. White is pretty good alongside Wrenn and 6, and obviously it's nice in the specialty lands deck where you're getting a Merit Lage token. Or you have cards like Strip Mine or Wasteland. So I'm going to go ahead and take Unholy Heat here. We're a little light on creatures. Pack 3 we've got to focus on getting our creature count up. Night's Whisper or Sylvan Library. I think I'm going to take the Night's Whisper over the Sylvan Library, just because you get the cards immediately. Sylvan Library is a powerful card, though. Okay, I'm going to take the Surveil Land here. Burst Lightning, alright. Interesting. I don't know what this Roam card does. Alright, we'll take an Uro over that. We're not going to run Uro, but hate drafting Uro. Okay, pack 3. Okay, I do like the Deep Cavern Bat. And I also like Robber of the Rich. The Deep Cavern Bat is kind of powerful where we already have Hymn to Torak and Mind Twist. His value goes up quite a bit. And I guess Robber of the Rich, if I look at it in that aspect, as powerful as a card this is, if I'm making my opponent discard cards, I'm not going to be able to rob as often. So I'm just going to take Deep Cavern Bat. Okay, I'm going to take Bloodstained Mire out of this pack, because that is our second fetch land. Then we're going to really need to focus on non-land cards after this. Okay, I like the Extruder and I like Questing Beast. I like Unearth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 21. Okay. Let's go ahead and take Questing Beast out of this pack. Wow. Who passes 4th Yorlingus? There's also a Misty Rainforest in this pack. That's... And some excellent Reanimator targets. I'm not sure what's going on. The guy passing to me, who knows what... He must... I have no idea what's going on here, but I'm going to possibly try to splash for this card. That's a very, very good card. Okay. Sentinel of the Nameless City is just value. I'm very happy to pick that up. Same with Bloodbraid Challenger. Very happy to see that. I like the Timeless Tracker too, and Dismember, but this guy is quite nice. It's a little bit awkward if I decide to run these X cards, because if you cascade into an X card, it doesn't really help very much. Well, if we take the Life Death, that is a single way to bring something back. Mainly the Carnosaur. It'd be nice to be able to death him back onto the battlefield and then discover. And I hate passing Underworld Breach, Time Warp, but there's Baleful Master, but I think I am going to take Life Death, and I may not run it, but we'll see. It is very nice alongside the Carnosaur. Oh, Pyrogoyf. Wow, that's a very late excellent pickup. It's also Duress, but Pyrogoyf is fantastic. I don't think I'm going to have any specialty lands to be able to really justify running this, but we'll see. I mean, I could take like a Silent Clearing here to help justify running this card. I do like Robber quite a bit. Bloodtithe Harvester is also quite nice. I mean, I'm going to take this. This card is powerful enough that I might be able to splash for it. Sorry, Robber. Okay, same with Plateau. Might be able to eke out a way to run this card. Extruder versus Unearth, huh? I'll take the Extruder, I think. Well, Unearth actually is pretty good in the deck. I'm going to take Unearth, maybe for the board. Gets to deck with a lot of removal. That's our deck. Chandra's pretty good. See how many cuts we have to make. $12 creatures is a little bit light, but we've got some powerful spells. We're probably gonna have to run this much removal. We'll be boarding some in if we need to. I'm not sure if I want to run stuff out main. I think I do. This would be 14 lands. We want to go at least 15. So I've got to cut at least one more card from this deck. Guess I'm just going to hate draft Epic here. Not sure if this is a 15 land deck. Might be more comfortable with 16. So we have Birds of Paradise, and we drafted a Plateau and a Silent Clearing. The Bloodstained Mire can get the Plateau, but I don't know if that's enough. Oh, we do have a Razor Verge Thicket on the board too. I'm just thinking if I have enough free white sources to be able to run this card. assuming we run it. Let's see what this would look like. I think I want to run 15 lands. Let's add a swamp and another forest, I think. Okay, so we're 3 cards over. So that would give us, for this card, that would give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white sources. That's pretty good. That's enough to justify running it. And with Soul Ring, I think, and the couple little mana accelerators we've got. Okay, I think I can cut Life Death. I think we can justify running this 4th Yorlingus. I don't know how to pronounce that. Correct me in the comments. I have no idea how to pronounce this Middle Earth name. Okay, we need to cut 2 more cards. What in the blazes do we cut? We have quite a bit of creature removal. Fatal Push, Burst that goes to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's quite a bit. It's not bad to have that much, but I need to cut 2 cards, so what am I cutting? Maybe Barrowglyph? I love Barrowglyph, but we're not really taking advantage of cards put into the graveyard with this deck. He becomes a big lifelinker. Maybe I can board it in against a deck that I need lifelink against. But he really shines in a deck where you can play reanimation type effects. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, I have to run it because Pyroglyph counts for Glyphs. So you get double Pyroglyph activation. That's too good. He's staying in. I guess if I'm only running a light land count, Tireless Tracker isn't quite as good. Although he gets double the activation with the fetch lands and Renin 6. Ay, what do I cut? What do I cut? Two cards. It shouldn't be hard to cut 2 cards, right? I'm at 13 creatures. I like that Questing Beast and Bloodbraid Challenger both have haste. It's pretty nice. I guess I could maybe put Chandra in the board. Such a good card, but I think I can probably do that. And maybe I could board Fire Covenant. Maybe we have enough creature control that this just comes in versus really heavy creature decks. I like Preacher too. I wonder if Preacher should be in here instead of something else. And maybe it's a little too ambitious to have the Carnosaur at the top end. Let me know in the comments how you build this. Maybe I run Chandra instead of the Carnosaur, because I like what I've got in the deck otherwise. This guy's just so good at the top end. think I like it. Although Chandra with the add to red makes these X spells a lot better too. And if you ever ultimate Chandra, that's pretty much game over. Maybe it is better than the Carnosaur in this particular deck, where I'm just going 15 lands. If I had some way to animate this guy in the main deck, I think his stock would go way up. Okay. It does take me down to 12 creatures, but I think that's probably okay. I'm gonna submit, and we'll see you in round 1. Hey there, welcome back to round 1. We are playing against Special K in this single elimination vintage cube draft, and we got them all this hand. It looks beautiful, but we're missing one land is not going to do it. If this swamp was a bayou, I might be tempted to keep it with this Birds of Paradise, but he's going first. We'll take the mulligan. Into another one-lander. That's no bueno. Take another mulligan. Alright, we're keeping this one. This is very awkward, though. We've got our two of our, like, 4 white sources. We've got to bottom 2 cards, so obviously we're going to bottom him to Torak. We have Soul Ring, though. This is pretty decent. I guess we're going to bottom Renin 6, because we can accelerate these 2 guys out pretty quickly. And I think I'd rather have Pyroglyph over Renin 6. I guess. Would I? Maybe a bottom Pyroglyph. If I'm playing him early, there's not going to be... His power and toughness isn't going to be very good. Yeah. I think so. Bottoming the Glyph, even though I love this guy. Okay, good luck, Special K. We're running 15 lands. This, I don't know. This might be a 16 land deck, but I think we probably just got a little bit of unlucky draws. Okay. I mean, this is a pretty good hand. As long as our mana resources don't get messed with. Oof, that's absolutely gorgeous. Okay, well, time to put the opponent to the test directly. I'm going to fire off this Minskambu, our first pick out of pack 1, and watch him get countered. Oh, Remand. Okay, we can live with Remand. If we draw a land or a mana source next turn, I'm actually going to fire off the Bloodbraid Challenger instead of replaying Minskambu. Oh, maybe not. If we don't have to contend with possible counter magic, I might just fire off Minskambu. We'll see here. We did get the land. Interesting. Well, I don't know what's better. I guess Minskambu is probably better, just because you get the plus activation each turn. So unless he's got Force of Will and or Force of Negation, this is going to be an excellent play here. Alright. I'm pretty sure this was my first pick out of pack 1. I think it was first pick Minskambu, second pick Mind Twist. Yeah, Mind Twist. Parallax Wave, okay. That's some good defense. Very good defense, actually. We won't get tokens back, and if we go to do like the minus mode, he can go ahead and exile in response. So fire off this Bloodbraid Challenger. Let's see what we cascade into. Hopefully not an X spell. That's a beautiful one. Kind of doesn't matter what I choose to put the counters on because it's going to get exiled with Parallax Wave. So Parallax Wave, really hoping he doesn't have mainboarded. I can never remember the names of cards, but the 2/2 white flash guy that will prevent my guys, that'll exile my guys if they try to re-enter the battlefield. There's too many Magic cards to remember all these names. But that would be a devastating card to have. Okay, we're still looking for a black source. But we can add quite a bit of pressure. He could also have Wraths, just straight up Wraths. Let's go ahead and see if we can map. So we've got one counter left on the Parallax Wave, so we can actually... I could attack for... No, let's just load up the counters. I guess... Oh, I can only select this guy. Okay, so he's going to exile him. But that means I get another map token from the Sentinel. I forget that you can only put the counters on a creature with Trample or Haste. Definitely pretty good game we're presenting, having had to mold 5 cards. Definitely put him Special K to the test here. He's gonna need a Wrath. So these 2 creatures are gonna re-enter the battlefield on his turn. Even if he does Wrath, we've still got Minskambu. Hopefully he doesn't Wrath though. I love these single elimination drafts. So much fun. I like it more than the draft leagues because when you play within the same pod, that's like true drafting, where hate drafting is an actual thing, an actual strategy, and yeah, and the fact that it's single elimination really kind of forces you to build as competitive as a deck as you can. A little tongue-tied here on Christmas. fact that he's taking so long, I think, is good news for us. He's probably looking for a get out of jail free card. A card like Balance would really hurt. Any of the Wraths. Cheers. Or maybe Special K is just taking his time because he's having a snack. There is no ultimate on Minskamboo, but this -2 is pretty sick if you have a big hamster. I remember when I first saw this card, it kind of angered me because just the fact that there's a hamster and they're buddies and this card is so good, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way, but it's warmed up to me. I mean, this card is still ridiculously broken, but I don't know. It's converted me. I don't know if I'm going to be converted to the SpongeBob SquarePants Planeswalker versus the Iron Man whatever, but why not? Let's do it. The secret layers now being legal in Standard from now on. It'll be interesting. SpongeBob Secret Layer is scheduled to be released soon. Marvel, I think, might have already been released or is on the horizon. They've already released a whole bunch of cool Secret Layers. I'm a big fan of pretty much everything they've put out so far. Oh, Cryptic Command. Okay. Bouncing. Parallax Wave. So we're going to have to contend with the Parallax Wave again. Oh, Sunfall. Ouch. Okay, that hurts. Okay, let's map. Ooh, that's a great card to have on top. Very nice. This Incubator token is going to be a little bit annoying because he's going to be able to play Parallax Wave. If he wants to, he can activate the Incubator token and diminish one of my guys, but I guess that would tap out his mana and he's got to contend. He knows what's on the top of our library. Oh wait, what am I saying? I can just kill the Incubator token. We're in an excellent position here. And he pretty much has to play Parallax Wave next turn, which is going to consume most of his mana resources. But we'll have to remember these cards that he's played for Game 2, so we know what we're up against. Some quality cards for sure. Cryptic Command, Sunfall, Remand, Ponder. Our discard's going to be really good against this deck, I think. So far he hasn't played a creature, so we can board out some of our creature removal, I think. Bring in like Chandra. We'll Probably don't need Fatal Push. Show and Tell. That's terrifying. I have nothing to play. Emrakul. Great. Oh, such a beautiful card. Oh, does that give it haste? Please tell me no. Oh, he's gonna phase out my hamster. Okay. Play Parallax Wave. Okay. Interesting. So that's gonna get rid of. That's 5 fade encounters. Okay. This is a close game. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. I can make 4 dudes. I could put him to 6 and then 5. Ugh. We're gonna have to sacrifice 6 permanents. That's gonna be devastating. I guess I still Burst Lightning at the end of turn. Show and Tell Emrakul was not on my radar. Okay, he's gonna go ahead and exile that right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can make 4 dudes. He'll exile all 4. If I go to minus here, which I think I will, he'll have to exile something in response. He'll just exile all my guys. And he can hit us for 18. We have to sack 6 permanents. We won't have any of those. So how do we possibly win this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just like everything except Minskambu. Looks like we're gonna lose game 1. Show and Tell Emrakul. Our discard's gonna be essential for these upcoming games. I mean, we did mold a 5. Okay. Five. I think he's safe. I think you are safe, senor. The Sunfall plus Parallax Wave. He's exiled 8. At least 8 things so far. Maybe 9. You got full mileage out of this Parallax Wave. I don't think we have a way to win. Annihilator 6 is a little too good. But we will be able to sideboard out quite a few cards for the next games. We're not going to need Galvanic Discharge. We're not going to need Fatal Push. Probably won't need Bone Crusher Giant. We might board out Ren and 6, actually. Okay, here comes 18. And we get to keep one permanent. Yay, us. If I were him, I wouldn't even attack with the Incubator token. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, accidentally. Oh, he attacked Minskambu. I didn't see that. Or, I'm not sure what happened there. I think he attacked Minskambu. He did. Okay. Well, it didn't matter anyway. Good game. On to the next. Alright. Discharge out. Fatal Push out. Snuff out. Out. Unholy Heat out. Unearth in. Carnosaur in. I don't know what this card is, but you're probably in. You're in. And one other card. Is it Life Death? Is it Galvanic Blast? Is it Preacher? I mean, Sunfall exiles my stuff, so Life, Death, and or Unearth isn't really helping there, but creature count of 14. I'm never going to have Metal Crafts, like a Galvanic Blast would only deal 2 damage. I think it's going to be Life Death, because there's a chance I might have a game where I play Life and can swing for the win just with my lands. And being able to get back a creature could be really good. Do I want Ren and 6? I think I do with my fetch lands. It's going to be a longer, grindier game. I should probably, if I might bring Preacher in game 3. In fact, give me Preacher over Life Death. Here we go. A 1-lander with a bird. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm crazy enough to keep it. We will play a bird, and turn 2 we will Deep Cavern Bat. Hopefully draw a land. I guess turn 2 we might actually not Deep Cavern Bat, we might Night's Whisper. Alright, we're keeping. Okay, we are safe. We are safe. We have Bat plus him to Torak. This is a great hand. Let's grab... I could grab the... I think I'm just going to get bad lands. I could use both the black and the red. I was thinking about getting the Surveil land, but... If our bird dies, we're going to want bad lands. Okay. Now what do we do? I think it's got to be bat. Although, if we Knight's Whisper right now, and then we get a black source, then next turn we can bat and him. Which would be really good. So I'm going to do that. Okay. Okay. Expect to be playing against a counter spell here, so I'm going to run out bat. Let's see what happens. Straight up counter spell. Okay. We do not need Wrenn and 6. This Razorfridge Thicket is awkward because we've passed the turns where it can enter untapped. Entering tapped is really a buzzkill right now. I'm not sure what the best play is here. It might just be run out Questing Beast. I mean, I would love to play him to Torak and Gut or Bone Crusher Giant, but only have access to 4 mana this turn. I could potentially up against another counter spell. I don't know, man. I think it is Questing Beast. Let's do it. We're in a little bit of a trouble if he plays Parallax Wave this next turn. Because that will really blunt the effectiveness of basically our entire hand. Okay. Okay. Should be a good turn for us. Six mana. That's good. Let's see, what are we doing? What are we doing? Probably just fire off 4th for maximum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get 4 dudes. I'd put him down to 8. And we draw an extra card, and then if he plays like... Actually, maybe we save this. Because if he plays Sunfall, this is a great play afterwards. So maybe it's him to Torak and Gut. Path to Exile, okay. Oh, I should have got a mountain, because we have a Trumpeting Carnosaur on the deck. What do we make him discard? Mystic Confluence. That's good. Okay. Well, now I think I want to fire off the 4th just for 2, which is still good. We get in for 4 damage, and we get to obtain the Monarch. Wow, no Sunfall, no Parallax Wave. Interesting. I don't know what that means, but... Alright, we could... Man, we can exert. Give a creature haste. I could go all in. I could play... Oh, he might have Cryptic Command. That makes sense. That would make sense. Should go. Maybe I should just enter the attack step and see if he has Cryptic Command, because I don't want to get one of my spells countered and have him tap down my team. We're winning right now without having to play anything else anyway, so... Okay. Do I Bone Crusher and play Bone Crusher? I don't think I need to. I think I'll just save it. I'm expecting to get my board wiped. We're drawing 2 cards a turn. We're fine. We'll just chill. Sometimes you gotta chill. Chill your way to a victory. Hopefully he doesn't have the Show and Tell Emrakul again. Okay, now you're going to play Cryptic Command? He is. Interesting. That was a ton of patience. So we read the room correctly, and our hand is stacked, jacked, and ready. Ready to go. That was more patience than I would have with the Cryptic Command. But I'm glad we didn't just run out one of our guys. This was very kind of a risky keeping the 1-land bird hand, but I'm thinking for game 3 we will board out Wrenn and 6. I mean, that's assuming we take this game down. It's looking good. Oath of Druids. I love it. Okay, end of turn. Get stomped. Oof, that's beautiful. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana at our disposal. 10 mana. Let's see if he concedes just to this. He does. Okay. Game 3. Red on 6 is a little too grindy, a little too slow. We need to get in for maximum damage as quickly as possible. So he has Oath of Druids as well as Show and Tell. I'm a fan. It's pretty cool stuff. So, what are we going to board in? Is it Life Death? Is it Galvanic Blast? Even Epicure, letting me just filter my hand. I guess if he counters a creature, that's a way it would be in the graveyard for Life Death. But I don't know what the... I don't know how valuable that's going to be in the deck. I don't think it's aggressive enough. I think I'm going to run the Epic here. It's just another way to... It's a turn 1 play, and it lets me pitch something to draw something. Let's do it. Red on 6 is probably better than the Epic here. I don't know. Alright, this hand is decent. For once, we don't have to mulligan. We have 3 lands we'll keep. I mean, this is a little bit slow. Our first play is going to be him to Torak, but that's a pretty good first play, especially if the opponent mulligans. He did, to 5. Oh, this is going to be devastating. Okay. Probably going to get our Surveil land end of turn. Burst Lightning. We will bin that. If this resolves, it might be like game over by itself. Where he mulled the 5. Oof. It did. Picked up a land and a Shirukai. Love it. Now if we draw like Mind Twist, be like a non-game. Soul Ring. That'll do. Wow, what a draw. What a draw. Can you deal with this? I mean, we mulled to 5 game 1, so it's only fitting. I shouldn't get too cocky. He's going to just play Show and Tell Emrakul again here. Parallax Wave is pretty good. Okay, Blitz. If you cast the spell for its Blitz cost, gains haste, and once creature dies, draw a card. I think I don't know what to do. I have 1 mana shy of being able to do 2 things. We'll Blitz. And I've been talking too much. We're in the red timer-wise, but we should have enough time to win this game. One card in hand, huh? Okay, we get to do 2 things. Final card has been played. Okay. Good riddance to you, counterspell. All right, we did it. We did it, and gonna take a quick restroom break. We will see you at the beginning of round 2. Stay tuned. Okay, welcome back for round 2 here. We've got a decent opening hand. We'll keep it. Playing against Kai's. Our round opponent. That was a really cool deck. Oath of Druids, Show and Tell, Emrakul. Love it. Alright, if he's playing 1-drops, this is going to be an excellent matchup for us because we have all the creature removal in the world. And I could just Burst Lightning this right now, but I think since I don't have another green or red source in hand, I'm going to play the Mortuary first, and then turn 2 I can Catacombs, play red on 6 and plink that guy. Snuff out? I don't mind drawing that. Be kind of surprised if they're Boros because we got a lot of the good red cards. Maybe they're mono white, we'll see. Maybe they're a Luras deck, but no, they haven't revealed anything. Red, green, Renin 6. Thank you. Might be forced to use this Snuff out. I want to keep Renin 6 around. But he's tough enough to... Oh, Skyclave Apparition. Okay. Don't see that every day. Traded our Brennan 6 for 4 life and an illusion token. Maybe I exert here. Give the Sentinel the Nameless City haste. Then I get 2 clue tokens. I like it, I like it. When it does prevent Questing Beast from landing next turn if I do another green source, but getting double treasures, or not treasures, maps, is pretty good. Steel Seraph and Skull Clamp. Nice. Okay, there's our green source. I like that. Let's see if we can trick the opponent into blocking our illusion, then we can finish that off with a Burst Lightning. So I'm actually target here. 4th Yorlingus. I don't mind drawing that either. We have the white source in hand. No blocks. Okay, well. They can't really afford to attack. Although it can get lifelink, which is pretty good. Oh, Jite. Interesting. Very interesting. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Hmm. 6, 10, 13. They're going to have to use 1 counter to gain 2 life. And then they can boost it for 5, 6. We should be safe. We should be safe. Hopefully we're safe. Playing against mono white. Interesting. They've probably got the Stoneforge Mystic. That's a pretty good little package just with the GT and the Skull Clamp. I like that. I wonder if they also have Cauldron Complete. I think Batter Skull was floating around too. So they're going to gain 2 life, go to 14, then go to 1. Then they can swing for 5 and gain 5 life, but they can swing for 6 if they equip with Skull Clamp. Okay, they gained... Oh, they're trying to kill a guy? Oh. Okay. That was surprising. Well, they're dead now. I think he realizes he should have gained the life instead of trying to minus a dude. I mean, we did get down to 6. So a Wrath Palace Jailer, that's not gonna do it. We've got Burst Lightning with Kicker in hand. Oh, but you can gain 4 life, so he's technically at 8. Interesting. Eight, block 1 guy. Well, if we play Questing Beast, he's just dead, I think. He's out. Well, we don't even need to play anything. 1, 2, 3, 4. I like this matchup. Mono white creatures should be a good matchup for us. Okay, let's take out our hand control stuff. Even Mind Twist I think I'm going to take out. Take out the Deep Cavern Bat and just bring in Fire Covenant, bring in Flame Slash, bring in Preacher. Even the Carnosaur is tempting to bring in. Is there anything I don't need? Everything looks pretty good, I think. I guess maybe... No, I think I like Chandra. Seems like the Carnosaur should be in here, though, because at the very least, I can pitch it for 3 mana to get something. Oh, Ren and 6 can go. Okay, we're ready. Bring it on, White Weenie. Portable hole. Okay. That's annoying. Let's get our Territorial Kavu going here. I've got to remind myself what this guy does. Discard a card if you draw a card, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard. Okay. Not too shabby. If he plays a dude, we'll probably just play Night's Whisper and kill his dude next turn. Discard a land, draw a card. Jacked Rabbit. Mana value 2 or less. So I think it's still mana value 2 or less. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter if we play a fetch land. Alright, let's get a second red source out here. Or no, actually, it's a little awkward. Yeah, I'll get the plateau. No, I want another black source, is what I want. So I can play with Night's Whisper and Fatal Push. Ah, I should have played the Verdant Catacombs instead. Oh, maybe yeah, I think I want to play this first. Oof, we have Barrowglyph and Pyroglyph. That's sick. I think I'm actually going to pitch my Carnosaur. Oh, whoops. Our hand is a tasty lunch. This is this is Jund goodness here. Flame Slash. Okay. Guess we don't even really need to Flame Slash. What do I do? It's an embarrassment of riches. I think I play Pyroglyph and deal 4 to him. Because then when I play Barrowglyph, it'll deal another additional amount. Or do I just play Minskambu? Let's give Pyroglyph a whirl. Guess I'm discarding Sentinel. Our hand is stacked. Alright, traded a Sentinel for a Bone Crusher Giant. That's fine. Oh, that's a good card. Oh, but our Pyroglyph's gonna re-trigger. We get to Flame Slash, pay the ward, and he comes back. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so good. All right. That was awesome. Stay tuned for round 3 in the finals. Hopefully we can take down this prize. Okay, welcome back. This is round 3. We've managed to make it to the finals of this Vintage Cube Elimination Draft. We won the die roll. We're going to go to first. And we have a 6 lander. So we're going to ship this one. It'll be interesting to see what we're playing against. As a recap, we've played against like a Show and Tell Oath of Druids deck, round 1. Round 2 was Mono White Weenie. It'll be interesting to see what we're up against here for round 3. And this is an ugly, ugly 6. I have 3 red cards in hand and no red source. I think I'm going to keep it anyway and just hope that I draw the red source. I don't want to go, don't really want to mull to 5 cards. So we're going to keep, I have the white source for one of the best cards in my deck, so we'll see what we can do here. Question is, what are we going to ship to the bottom? I guess I only have 1 land type for the domain, so I'm actually going to ship the Kave. Hopefully this game won't be a dud. I need some good top decks here. Oh, okay, he's got to be on Reanimator. We passed so much good Reanimator stuff in this draft, and we haven't played against a single Reanimator card yet, so that'd be my guess. Let's It's actually going to be a very scary matchup because we don't really have much anti-reanimator stuff. The only oh, okay, maybe he's not reanimator. This Academy deck. Well, this is about as slow as our deck can come out, so our first play is going to be Questing Beast, it looks like. Retrofitter Foundry plus Academy is very, very good. Inquisition, okay. Well, you gotta take this card. Hopefully our Questing Beast can get us there. I mean, he can't really block with 1/1s. He's gonna have to make the upgraded version. But being able to have access to that much mana with Academy is gonna be super tough. Okay, we do have Pyroglyph and Baroglyph. That's pretty interesting. Let's see if he can deal with Questing Beast. Hopefully not, but we'll see. I mean, he kind of already can deal with Questing Beast. With Academy Retrofitter Foundry, he's going to be able to... It's only going to be a couple of turns where that's just going to be obscenely out of control. It's already out of control. Nexus of Becoming. Wow, okay. The Gadgeteer is already on board. That reduces the cost of using the Retrofitter Foundry. That's really good. Yeah, we're not winning this game. We'll see how... This is not a bad top deck. We'll see how we can do games 2 and 3. Ideally, we would have liked to play Pyroglyph before Baroglyph, but no red sources yet. That being said, Baroglyph is pretty good right now. The Nexus of Becoming is pretty terrifying. Opponent has already got infinite mana pretty much. In this matchup, I'm probably going to be boarding out all of my discard. Ooh, he's got Hull Breacher as well. Brutal. Oh, he's making me draw 2 discard too? Oh, that's so good. What a nice, nasty trick. Yuck. Urza. Oh my gosh. And an 11/11 construct, just casual. Okay, good games. That was really good. Let's see what we can do sideboard-wise. We're going to have to pull out all the stops here, I'm afraid. What does pulling out all the stops mean in this matchup? I want Fire Covenant, for sure. I think I want Flame Slash. I don't think I need Ren and 6. Maybe Deep Cavern Bat goes. Maybe Chandra goes. And do I want Preacher in the deck? Not really. Okay. Let's hope this gets us there. We won't keep a sketchy hand. We're up against a real deck. I mean, you should never really keep a sketchy hand, but I can't help myself sometimes. Okay. This is excellent. Just missing a white source. Everything else about this hand I love. Ideally, we top deck the white source. Are we getting Inquisitioned? Ooh, that's unfun. What do you take if you're the opponent? Probably take him to Torak, because we're just going to him next turn. And you don't want that. Of course, taking Gut makes sense too, because that's a clock. Takes the one card we can't play. That's kind of bizarre. Well, now I think I kind of want to play Gut. Oh, but I wouldn't be able to attack this turn. So I will play him. Hope we get some good image here. 2 lands. Alright, well hopefully that hurt Mr. I Guwin KK123. Getting 2 lands doesn't seem that good, but especially if one of them isn't Tolarian Academy. Alright, I want to play this Surveil Land, but I also want to attack this turn, so I'm going to actually play the Swamp. Let's get Gut out there. And Ignoble Hierarch's going to sacrifice his life for the life of a skeleton. Skeleton first, then Exalted trigger. Oh, we didn't get the Exalted trigger? Oh. Oh, I might have stacked that wrong. No, I don't think... Maybe there wasn't a way to stack it correctly so that the skeleton gets the Exalted. Not sure. Kind of weird. I wonder if he already has an answer for Gut, if he made me discard. We'll see. Discarding a 3rd path Iconoclast, okay. Oof, that's a good draw. Let's surveil first, I think. Tireless Tracker. I think I'm gonna actually discard that. I don't know. I don't mind drawing it, but yeah, we'll just draw it, I think. We'll sack it to Gut, probably, if Gut's still around. I mean, it's not the most exciting draw, but... Okay, the one card I do not want to see our opponent play is Toxic Deluge. Man, it's tempting to make another skeleton here. Maybe I do. Bash for 10. I think I do. Just go maximum aggression. Please no Toxic Deluge. That's all I ask. Oh, he's doing it. Gah! Why? My spidey sense is too good. It's alright. We have a follow-up. Our opponent is at 4 with 2 lands on the battlefield. We have a card in hand to kill a rogue token. Any land we draw gets us a clue. This is all good news. Retrofitter Foundry is complicated. I'm going to fire this off. All our draws are good. That's a good one. In fact, that's lethal. 2 cards in hand. Do you have an answer for this? After your Toxic Deluge. No. Excellent. Okay. Oof. What a nail biter. Okay, game 3. Do we want to present... I'm kind of liking Chandra a little bit now. If he's got Toxic Deluge, that gives us some more reach. And also makes Unearth better, too. I don't think I really like Deep Cavern Bat in this matchup. Let's get that out of here. Bring in Chandra. I like the Trample, too. If he's got a bunch of little mirror tokens, the Carnosaur could be quite nice. Actually, you probably don't need Snuff Out, maybe, in this matchup. I've got so much other removal. I think I might like this guy instead. Okay. That looks pretty sexy. Actually, Tireless Tracker might be able to go for something else. What would we rather run? Preacher is okay. If we have less life, we get a dude. If we have more life, we draw a card. 11 creatures isn't super ideal. Yeah, I think I kind of like Preacher. We still get a benefit out of him if he clogs up the ground, so... Alright. Good luck us, game 3. With the trophy on the line. Another one-lander. Well, I'm going to keep it. I've got Ignoble Hierarch and Birds of Paradise. And we're on the draw, so we've got a little bit of a draw cushion. we need to land in one of the top 2 cards of our library. Our hand's great. We've got Barrowglyph and Pyroglyph and Get. Won't mold the 6. Interesting. Do they have the... Okay. I'd rather see that turn 1 than the Inquisition. Even though that still sucks to see on turn 1, but... Alright, come on, deck. Okay. It's alright. We'll draw a land this turn. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, deck. Oh, we get blown out here if he has Toxic Deluge. Please don't have Toxic Deluge. Oh, that would be awful. Talisman of Dominance, okay. Well, we can actually play that card. So we will. For 1 measly human knight that hopefully doesn't die. Grant us the Monarch. Alright, we need to start drawing lands here. There we go. Back in business. Please no Toxic Deluge. Please, please, please. Alright. Okay, the Arena of Glory actually enter the battlefield tapped since I don't have a mountain. What do we play this turn? Jeez. You can make a dude. I can kill the dude with Bone Crusher Giant. I can also start getting in with a Menace Skeleton. Yeah, I like that. Okay. I'm gonna play Gut. Does he have a removal spell? Menace creatures are harder to chump block, so hopefully he doesn't have one. Oh, that's why we don't get the Exalted trigger, because the creature is not the declared attacker when that trigger goes on the stack. Okay. That makes sense. Hull Breacher. Uh-oh. That's terrifying. I'm tapped out. This could be... Please don't have a draw 7. This could be absolutely... earth-shattering turn here. If he has draw 7, it's pretty much game over. Okay. Oh, he didn't claim the Monarch. He had the opportunity to. Wow, interesting. Well, we got lucky, I think. Very lucky. Alright, let's go ahead and Unholy Heat. Give me some peace of mind with that guy off the battlefield. And I can give a hasty Pyroglyph. I guess I'll make him discard 2 cards. Make him discard 2 cards? Huh. I don't think I need to do that. I think just playing Pyroglyph, and I don't even need to give it haste. Just play it, deals 4 to him. Get in for 4. Yeah. Well, we stumbled a little bit on our mana this game 3, but this, I think we got lucky. Dodged, I'm sure the opponent's deck is amazing. Dodged Academy this game. If he's got any draw 7s, we somehow dodged those. I don't know why he passed up the opportunity to claim the Monarch, though. That was kind of odd. Barrel Gwyff is lethal. This is Mind Twist in hand. This should be game. He's going to need like a draw 7 here or something crazy. Dak can start digging. I think we did it. I think we're seconds away from claiming a Christmas victory. We did it. We did it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Let's switch views here and open up our chest. See what we got. 25 play points and some dissection tools. Merry Christmas, everybody. Thanks for joining me once again. And please like and subscribe. We'll see you next time on King Feeble Plays Magic. Over now, Captain.